to finally address one of Jackson's most urgent challenges.
Some cooperative crooks and accused crooks in the murder of Reginald Brown last weekend on Ridgewood Road. Jackson police say 18-year-old DeQuavion Ingram and 18-year-old Brian Davis have both turned themselves in and are both charged with capital murder. Both were denied bond. A man who committed 2 murders in late August in Rankin County is already serving his sentence. That's rare, but it does happen. Matthew Bryan Kidd pleaded guilty to murder and capital murder Tuesday and was sent to the pen for life. He killed someone on Highway 80 August 27th and then killed Christopher Story on Gaydon Street the next day. And another guilty plea. 45-year-old Wilbert Lindsey Ransom admits he robbed the Trustmark Bank on Woodrow Wilson in May. He will be sentenced in January. A potentially fatal disease has been reported in Mississippi, says the CDC. It's Chagas, or the kissing bug disease, spread by the kissing bug, which sucks blood and passes along a parasite, and 2 in 10 people who get it develop serious problems, including heart and digestive issues. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WIAB. I'm Chris Davis.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome into the Lindsey Beckham Show on this beautiful Wednesday. It's Hump Day. Happy Hump Day, everybody. I am coming to you live from Flora, Mississippi, from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. And I actually got to hang out a little bit this morning over at Women's Wellness. And so you guys are getting to see me. If you're watching the stream, we are streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and you're getting to see me completely all natural, no makeup whatsoever. I did get their glass facial this morning at Women's Wellness, their ZO glass facial. ZO is the line of skincare that they sell there at Women's Wellness. And so I wanted the products they used in the facial I wanted to get the most benefit out of those, of course. And so here I am, all shiny and glassy and with no makeup on. So you are getting a chance to see that. I don't think I have ever done a show with no makeup, but you know what? There is always a first. And I'm telling you, this week they are having a special at Women's Wellness on this particular facial. Ladies, you want to go take advantage of that. I promise you. I don't think I have ever felt so calm or relaxed. Maybe ever. I seriously started to drift off to sleep and had to kind of pinch myself, and I knew I had to leave there and come do the show. So I had to kind of stay alert, stay awake. But I'm telling you, it feels amazing. They use these, I don't know, I can't remember what she called them, but they felt like balls that were kind of rolled, like metal balls that were really cold to the touch. It's incredible. You've got to go try it. I think they have this week, the special they're running is, I can't remember if it's $50 off. I don't know. Anybody at Women's Wellness, text me and let me know exactly what the special is so I can tell everybody about that, because I promise you do not want to miss out on that. It felt incredible. Men, if you need a gift for your ladies in your life, for your mom, for your sister, for your wife, or your daughter, I'm telling you, you cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong with any of the products that they offer at Women's Wellness when it comes to skincare. I'm telling you, you'll be golden if that's what you decide to go with. And also, we have some exciting news as well. A lot of you have been asking me how to get more information about the weight loss or the skincare or the hormone replacement therapy. I know a lot of people have seen, I've posted some transition photos, I guess you would call it, from right before I started the weight loss journey to one in August and to the most recent, wearing the same exact thing in each one. And you can just see the dramatic weight loss that's taken place in the last 3 months alone. Very quickly lost a good bit of weight. I think this morning they weighed me and I'm down right at 30 pounds. So it's definitely worked wonders for me. And we now have a number for you guys that you can text, let them know what you are interested in. If you want to learn more about the weight loss, if you want to learn more about the hormone replacement therapy, if you want to learn more about the skincare or aesthetics, you can text 601-990-4255. Just text my name, Lindsey, Lindsey, to 601-990-4255. They will get back with you. They will get you all the information that you need. And I promise you won't regret it. It's the best thing you can do for yourself, women, is to take care of yourself. And I'm the worst about that. Sean fusses at me all the time, but I feel so much better and so much healthier, and I feel like smiling again. I've said it a bunch of times, I know, but I felt like I turned 40 and my metabolism came to a complete halt, complete stop, and everything went south. Everything was not where it was supposed to be, and I was miserable. I was truly not happy. I didn't want to get ready. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to see anybody. I was embarrassed. I think that's the biggest I've ever been, maybe other than when I was pregnant, and I was really humiliated. And this has been such a good thing for me. Not only do I look and have more self-confidence and look way better than I did 3 months ago, I'm so much more healthy than I was 3 months ago. And, you cannot put a price tag on that. But at Women's Wellness, you will find that it's much cheaper than I imagine anybody really thinks that it is. It's very affordable. They have all kinds of different plans. Contact them today. You will not regret it. Tell them you heard about them on the Lindsey Beckham Show. Also, I have a text line for the show. I've gotten a few requests to get a text line. I know Clay has one for his show, and a lot of people like to use that text line. So I've gotten several people who have asked, are we going to get a text line on the Lindsey Beckham Show? So we have done that. 601-879-4648 is our text line. Same first three digits as our phone line, which is 601-879-0002. If you have anything that you would like to comment on or talk about today, please feel free to call in. We welcome your calls. Sean will be here with me tomorrow. We are working on something big, y'all. We are diving deep into a story that I think is going to really ignite a firestorm around here, to be honest. I don't want to say too much, and I don't know if we will go into it tomorrow. We were discussing possibly starting that conversation tomorrow. We will see. I'm sure we'll figure that out tonight at some point. We have a caller. Let's see who this is. Hey there, you're on the air.
Oh, I'm not wanting to be on the air. I'm sorry about that.
Okay,
I was inquiring about some advertising. I'll call later.
okay, no problem.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Right. And if anybody wants to advertise on the Lindsey Beckham Show, feel free to reach out to me. You can email me at lindsey@wyab.com. That's lindsey@wyab.com. And we are always, always, always looking for new advertisers on WYAB and also on the Lindsey Beckham Show. But as I was saying, Sean and I are working on something that I think it's going to really interest a lot of people. I think a lot of people are going to have their minds blown when you hear what we have been doing and uncovering. I think it's going to be big. So we may introduce that tomorrow and begin some conversations about it publicly. But I'm telling you, you don't want to miss. You do not want to miss this. It's going to be big. So I know a lot of people have been discussing this incident that took place in Charlotte, North Carolina. Horrific, tragic, horrible incident on this train. I guess it's a train. And my thoughts are a little different. I think the video has popped up so many times that I finally just clicked out of X yesterday because it broke my heart every time I saw it. And I just feel so much for that young woman who had no idea what was coming. No clue. And even, after she stabbed, and that look in her eyes of just sheer horror. It's so, I don't even know the words to describe how sad that makes me. But I also believe wholeheartedly that there were some demonic forces in that man. I cannot imagine anyone being cruel or hateful or evil enough to hurt an innocent stranger like that. You see him shaking his head right before it happens, and my thought is that he was fighting something internally, or schizophrenia, or some sort of mental illness, something that he couldn't control. And I'm not saying that we should not punish this guy. I think absolutely throw the book at him. What he did was heinous and horrible, and probably the most awful thing I've ever seen. But I did read recently he contacted the police and asked for help and told them that he wanted them to cut open his body and study it because there was something inside him, and he believed, evidently, allegedly, that the government planted, that was making him do certain things or eat certain foods, and he couldn't understand why, and he couldn't make it stop him. So my question is, why was he not institutionalized? Why did someone not do something and get this man off the streets? If that's the case and the police were really called and told this information by this man, that was a cry for help. Whoever dropped the ball on that has blood on their hands. That man had no business walking freely. Whether it was that they kept him in jail for one of the prior crimes he committed, or had him put into some sort of mental health facility or institution, somebody should have done something. I also read that allegedly his mom had begged for that as well. His mom knew something was wrong. So I just have to ask, why did nobody do anything? Why was he allowed to continue to walk the streets and then eventually murder in the most gruesome way this young girl who had her whole entire life ahead of her? Beautiful, beautiful girl. Came here from Ukraine, wants a better life than what she had. Living the American dream. And she ends up in a pool of blood on a train. Somebody somewhere needs to be held accountable. Of course, this man, this person absolutely does. But you guys, the enemy is rejoicing over this. If you don't think the devil is real and that he is walking amongst us, then you should be able to watch that video and very, very clearly see that he absolutely is. We know that he comes to kill, steal, and destroy, and that's exactly what he did. And I'm sure that Satan is rejoicing over violent acts like this. Not only that, but now we've got the whole world stirred up into white versus black, and that just makes me so angry. This is not about black and white. This is about good and evil. This is about demonic forces walking our earth, attempting to take our children's souls. I mean, that is happening every single day. Every day that I wake up and put my feet on the floor, I feel like I'm in an all-out battle for my children's souls and hearts. And that's one battle I refuse to give up on. Very, very, very sad. I don't think I've ever seen anything more horrific. And my heart just bleeds for this girl and what she must have felt, what she must have thought in those final seconds before she slumps over and bleeds out. I've also seen a whole lot of hate and backlash towards the other people, but it all seemed to happen so fast when they put out the full video yesterday. It just seemed as though it happened so fast that I don't know if anyone even realized what was happening. Now, of course, they did by the time they look up and see there's blood everywhere, but we don't have that part of the video. Nothing I've seen shows that much, goes that far. So we don't know what happened after that. Also, this man just stabbed this girl in cold blood out of nowhere. I imagine when they did realize what was happening, they were probably fearful for their own lives. You don't know what you're dealing with. You don't know what other kind of weapons this man might have. The whole entire situation, so sad, so horrific, so disturbing. Our country needs prayer. We need lots of it. Y'all stay with me. We'll be back. We're going to talk about the Senate hearing yesterday and AI. Things you don't want to miss. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on The Lindsey Beckham Show. You don't want to miss. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on The Lindsey Beckham Show.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Did you know that the average 6-room house collects 40 pounds of dust each year? Local business Pure Air Consultants duct cleaning service can rid your home of the dust, dirt, and debris that may be caught in your air ducts. They can eliminate the mold, fungi, and microbes that might be growing inside your ductwork and polluting the air you breathe in your home. Mention WYAB and receive a free UV light with system replacement. Visit online at mypureairconsultants.com. mypureairconsultants.com.
Friday Night Lights, family, and a hot Johnny's Pizza House pizza on the table. Now, that's our kind of hunt. Make it a sweep the kitchen and bring everyone together. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice. Here in the South, we keep our football loud and our pizza loaded. Grab a Johnny's Pizza House, sweep the kitchen, and cheer on your hometown team. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice.
Pure Air Consultants has always been your go-to for reliable and affordable heating and cooling systems, and now we are offering day and night brand to avoid the 25 to 30% increases that everyone is talking about. With day and night, Pure Air Consultants professionals can install a reliable system with a 10-year system warranty, and right now receive $20 off on service diagnostic fees. Call us today, 601-939-7420, mypureairconsultants.com.
Doctor, the AC doctor, what's your diagnosis? My whole house was hot as a fever. Now my house frozen, cause my air conditioning's on. Doctor, my AC's broken. Doctor, the AC doctor, he healed my house, bless my soul.
The AC Doctors is your one-stop provider for air conditioning and heating installation, service, and repair. Contact us for money-saving repairs and lower energy bills.
Doctor, the AC doctor, heal my house, bless my soul.
Google the AC Doctors and get some relief today. TheACDR.com.
Business owners, tired of drowning in payroll, compliance, and back office headaches? P-Police has your back. P-Police can free you from the never-ending grind of employee administration, such as time and attendance, onboarding, background checks, even business insurance. While you focus on growing your business, P-Police handles the paperwork. Stop stressing and start succeeding. Partner with P-Police, locally based in Ridgeland. Visit ppolice.com and get back to business.
It can be hard to move past the guilt, times of weakness, and regret, knowing you weren't there for your family when they needed you the most. But there is life after addiction. We're seeing broken families restored, one man at a time, through our vehicle, cash, and thrift store donations. It's given Mercy House Adult and Teen Challenge the ability to help these men succeed in having better lives. Donate a vehicle, running or not, and we'll come pick it up. Call today, 601-572-7296, or visit us at vehicledonationsms.com.
Health has always been reactive, focused on fixing problems as they happen. But with Blue Primary Care, we're taking a proactive approach, working with you to help you understand your health and empowering you to be healthy. It's time to prioritize you, your health, and your life. The results? Less worrying and more living. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue. Come together.
Welcome back to the Lindsey Beckham Show. If you are wondering why I am so glowy and no makeup on today, it's because I did get a facial, their ZO Glass facial at Women's Wellness. And I was telling you guys about this in the first segment. I didn't have it pulled up, but it is $50 off this week only. So I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out on that. You can go to their Facebook page and comment to book, or you can visit womenswellnessms.com to book, or you can text Lindsey to the text line 601-990-4255 and tell them that you are interested in the special ZO Glass facial they have going on this week. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. So yesterday, we saw something we've never, ever seen before. In the hallways of Congress, we got to hear a real study be presented, one like never before, one that none of the vaccine manufacturers or CDC or FDA have ever done. A study on the vaxxed versus the unvaxxed and what that study showed. So I want you to listen to this.
The health of American children is in crisis.
More than 40% of American children now have at least one chronic health condition.
Autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, juvenile diabetes, ADD, ADHD, speech delay, language delay, tics.
What the heck is happening?
When we're talking about an autoimmune disease crisis, shouldn't we look closest at the one product designed to alter our immune system for life? There'd be one easy study to rule it out. Compare vaccinated children to completely unvaccinated children.
It's the CDC's responsibility to do those studies, and they have refused.
What we would need is a scientist that the CDC could trust. As fate would have it, Dell met Marcus Servos.
He's incredibly pro-vaccine. We only had one request. Whatever the results, you publish it.
This could be one of the most valuable studies in the field.
4.47 times the amount.
5.5 times risk.
616% increase.
Amongst the unvaccinated group, there were 0.
This is devastating.
This paper should have been rushed to publication.
We are systematically making kids sick, very sick.
This may be the most important study that has ever been done, and it needs to be published.
He knows if he puts his name on this, his career is over.
Sick. It's really sick.
I mean, honestly, really emotional.
Zervo's probably going to lose his job over this.
This is an inconvenient study for the entire vaccine agenda.
So they are calling this an inconvenient study because it's very inconvenient for all these medical professionals out there who have steady been pushing vaccines on our children. This study showed it. It showed the evidence. It showed the proof. Children are 2.5 more likely to have some sort of chronic health condition if they are vaccinated versus if they are unvaccinated. Over 4 times more likely to have asthma. Over 4 times more likely to have a speech disorder. Almost 4 times more likely to have a motor disability. Almost 2 times more likely to have a seizure disorder. I've got to hand it to our senator from Wisconsin, who is now my favorite senator of all times, because he was not afraid yesterday to hold this committee meeting and tell the truth. Senator Johnson is a hero, as well as Aaron Siri. Aaron Siri was one of the people on the panel yesterday in this Senate hearing who testified to this study. The first of its kind that we've ever seen. It took place over 10 years because that's what they won't tell you. They won't tell you that these vaccines have never had any truly double-blind placebo studies done. Or have they ever followed a child who's been vaccinated for more than a couple days? 4 days. 4 days is how long they followed a child in the Hep B study that they claim makes the hepatitis B vaccine safe and effective. You can take your safe and effective and shove it up your ass. Not so safe and effective. Not at all. That was proven yesterday. You cannot argue with this when it is black and white and put in front of your face. You know, I love it when they take the data from the CDC itself and throw it in their faces the way that they did in this hearing yesterday. This data came from the FDA and the CDC worldwide. It showed that ivermectin had less than 5,000 adverse events, 17 deaths per year. Hydroxychloroquine had 35,000 adverse events, 126 deaths per year. The flu vaccine, 235,000 adverse events, 76 deaths per year. Remdesivir, you know, the drug that they used for COVID on every single patient that was hospitalized. I love how they rephrased the name of this drug yesterday. They called it Run, Death is Near instead of remdesivir. Almost 11,000 adverse events, 566 deaths. And then we have the COVID vaccine. And again, people, this is coming from the FDA and the CDC data from themselves. COVID vaccines, 1,665,735 adverse events, 8,156 deaths a year. Their data. And tell me, why do we still have senators and governors fighting to keep these things? They are shaming Florida for what DeSantis and their Surgeon General are doing by stopping all vaccine mandates within the state of Florida. They are shaming Florida for that. Do they just not care? I saw Tim Walz saying how awful it is that Florida is doing that. That would never happen here. You have to be absolutely blind to not see what is going on here. These lawmakers are bought and paid for by Big Pharma. Period. End of story. There is no other reason why so many of them, on both sides of the aisle, by the way, would attack RFK the way they did last week. Then those same ones did not have the decency to show up yesterday to hear this study being reported on. Pathetic. They all need to wake up and understand that we will hold them accountable. And if they continue to push things that hurt our children, we will find someone to primary you and we will unseat you. Period. That's what's going to happen here. We cannot continue to allow these lawmakers push things that they know are harmful. They know are killing children. They can't claim not to know anymore. It's been shown to them. So I hope and pray that some of them will do the right thing and take a look at the actual data, the actual numbers, and understand we are in a crisis here. Instead of fighting us, why don't you try to help figure out what went wrong, where the problem is? Let's fix it. I can only hope that will happen. But you just don't ever know. You don't ever know with these members of Congress who has paid them to do or say what. Stay with us. We got to take a break. We'll be right back here on The Lindsey Beckham Show. Stay with us. We got to take a break. We'll be right back here on The Lindsey Beckham Show.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Americans for Prosperity is Mississippi's and the country's leading grassroots organization dedicated to promoting economic freedom and personal liberty. Americans for Prosperity advocates for limited government, free market policies, and empowering individuals. When given freedom and opportunity, Americans are capable of extraordinary things. If you are ready to make a difference in our community and want to get involved, then visit americansforprosperity.org. Be a part of positive change at americansforprosperity.org. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
Did you know that the average 6-room house collects 40 pounds of dust each year? Local business Pure Air Consultants duct cleaning service can rid your home of the dust, dirt, and debris that may be caught in your air ducts. They can eliminate the mold, fungi, and microbes that might be growing inside your ductwork and polluting the air you breathe in your home. Mention WYAB and receive a free UV light with system replacement. Visit online at mypureairconsultants.com. mypureairconsultants.com.
Friday night lights, family, and a hot Johnny's Pizza House pizza on the table. Now, that's our kind of hustle. Make it a sweep the kitchen and bring everyone together. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice. Here in the South, we keep our football loud and our pizza loaded. Grab a Johnny's Pizza House, sweep the kitchen, and cheer on your hometown team. Johnny's Pizza House. Let's share a slice.
Nick Bain served Mississippi for over a decade in the State House. During that time, he fought for our children by protecting them against explicit materials pushed by the woke agenda. He protected taxpayers by streamlining government and helped create policies that have made Mississippi better. Nick and his team at Bain Bowen will use the same tenacity in helping you with all your legal matters. Call them today at 601-953-2994. Find Nick online at bainbowen.com. That's BAIN Bowen.com.
CBS News Brief. NATO aircraft intercepted drones in Polish airspace overnight.
Whether it was intentionally or not, it is absolutely reckless.
The drones, believed to be from Russia, represent the most serious spillover of the war in Ukraine to date, NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte.
Allies are resolved to defend every inch of Allied territory.
President Trump was to speak to Poland's president today. There are thousands of U.S. troops in that country. The latest economic report shows slowing inflation at the wholesale level. Here's CBS's Kelly O'Grady.
When I look at this, and if I'm the Federal Reserve, I'm looking at this and saying, hey, we've got a problem in the jobs market. It's weakening. We got some good inflation data, more motivation for a rate cut on Wednesday.
That is the next Fed meeting on Wall Street at this hour. The S&P 500 jumped to a new record. The Dow Jones Industrials lower by 254. CBS News Brief, I'm Cammie McCormick.
The mowing season is full on here in Mississippi. I'm David Frederick, owner of Frederick Sales and Service in Brandon. The industry-changing Exmark Laser Z commercial mower turns 30 years old this year and has been redesigned with even more great features you just have to see. We have a sale going on with instant rebates, and 0% financing is available too. Stop by our store and let our award-winning staff show you the Exmark difference. Fredericks and Exmark, over 3 decades serving you in Brandon since 1993.
Looking to elevate your ride? Weston Automotive and Rick's Pro Truck have you covered. From rugged bumpers to sleek step bars, Weston's top-notch accessories will transform your truck into a head-turner. And at Rick's Pro Truck, we specialize in custom installations that bring your vision to life. Visit us today for expert advice and unbeatable deals. Weston Automotive and Rick's Pro Truck, where your truck's potential comes alive. Weston and RPT. Trucks live here.
Tri-County Tree Service, the Jackson Metro's premier company to handle all of your tree service needs. Russ Borland and his team specialize in large tree, low-impact removal. Tri-County Tree Service has the right equipment to safely handle the most technical trim jobs or tree removals. Storm damage can happen year-round, so let them clean it up and they'll deal with your insurance claim. Tri-County Tree Service, by phone at 601-TREE-GUY or online at tricotreeservice.com. That's tricotreeservice.com.
Tired of the office grind? Ready to take a day and enjoy some time at the course? The Sanderson Farms Championship is back in Jackson. From September 29th to October 5th, come see the world's best professional golfers at Mississippi's only PGA Tour event. Whether you're a golf enthusiast or just looking for a fun day out, this event is for you. Visit SandersonFarmsChampionship.com for more information and to purchase your tickets. Take a day and join us at the Sanderson Farms Championship.
Welcome back to the Lindsey Beckham Show. 601-879-0002 is the number if you would like to call in and talk with us on air today. Also, the text line 601-879-4648 if you have anything you want to say through a text. We got some breaking news yesterday that Carly Gregg, the teenager out of Rankin County, who killed her mother and attempted to kill her stepfather, has appealed. The appellate brief was filed September 9th with the Mississippi Supreme Court. Her new attorneys, because we don't have Bridget Todd representing her anymore, in case you forgot, Bridget Todd is the god-awful attorney she had the first go-round, who did a very poor job of representing Carly. I, in fact, think she probably deserves a new trial based on the fact that she didn't have adequate representation in the first place. But Bridget Todd has since moved on. She has moved to Utah. She left lots of people whose money she had taken and never worked on their cases and hightailed it to somewhere far, far away. Maybe it was because of the humiliation she felt from that performance in the Carly Gregg trial, but I digress. There was a 75-page appellate brief filed yesterday with the Mississippi Supreme Court where Gregg's attorneys state the case proceeded to trial on an exceptionally compressed schedule and under a series of statutory and constitutional errors that tainted both sentencing and overall fairness of the proceedings. She was indicted barely 2 months after the incident and brought to trial within 6 months. They called this a rocket docket in the brief. They said this was a case of magnitude requiring collection and review of extensive medical and mental health records, multiple evaluations, substantial family and background history, and a disputed motive. Such acceleration is extraordinary in Mississippi criminal practice. So the arguments by Gregg's attorney were actually broken up into two parts. The first part addressing the errors in the sentencing phase, and the second part addressing structural and procedural rulings that they say undermined fundamental fairness issues. So I'm guessing that we probably will see a new trial. I mean, I guess the Supreme Court, as this is when I need Sean here, the legal questions, I guess they will have to rule on whether or not to give her a new trial. So if we do see that, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out the second time without Bridget Todd and her antics. But it got me to thinking, you know, AI has become such a big thing these days, and I don't think we can go back. It's out. You can't put it back in the jar. It's like Jumanji. I mean, it's there. And we're seeing lawsuits filed because there have been children who have committed suicide based off of things that AI told them to do or encouraged them to do. I wonder in the future if we will see cases like this present a defense of AI. I don't know how you control it. I really don't. It's scary. And kids these days are so quick to catch on to technology and how it works. My daughter would probably kill me for saying this, but she texted me yesterday and she's struggling in one of her classes and she was asking my opinion on what she should do. And I told her to email her teacher and go talk to her school counselor if it didn't work, if emailing her teacher didn't work. And she sends me a screenshot of the email that she sends her teacher. And immediately I knew there's no way my daughter wrote that. I mean, I think she's pretty bright, but she didn't write that email. So I texted her back and I said, "Who wrote that? Because you didn't." And of course, the response was, "Oh, I put it in ChatGPT." Now, Sean is ChatGPT pro. I mean, he talks to his ChatGPT R2. It has a name. I'm not kidding. He talks to R2 all the time. I mean, they have full-on conversations. R2 even reminds him of stuff. It's a little freaky. So I named my ChatGPT Bot for Liberty. And our ChatGPTs argue with each other. It's kind of funny. It's entertaining. But then when you look at what this looks like in the future, it is scary. Now, my representative, Jill Ford, is over the technology, I was trying to say technology committee in the Mississippi House of Representatives. I cannot talk today. And so I kind of hear from her things that she's learning. They've put together this AI task force, this committee that is trying to gain all the knowledge and education that they can concerning AI and what that looks like in our schools and for our children. We actually had Tina Deskovich, our co-founder and CEO of Moms for Liberty, attend a meeting at the White House last week. I believe it was last week. It may have been Monday. So they were invited by Melania to discuss AI. There was a pledge that we as an organization were asked to sign that stated we were going to be committed to learning and helping educate students and teachers on the positives and the negatives of AI. That's not the exact wording, of course, but something similar to that effect. And so we did not like the fact that the word parents was not in this pledge. As you know, we are a parental rights organization. So we asked that the word parents be added, not ever thinking that they would actually change the wording just for us, but they did. They did. They changed the wording, and it now includes they're committed to educating parents as well on the harms and the dangers and the good things that AI can be used for. But I do find it interesting, and I do wonder in the future, will we see someone who believes that they really have a relationship or a friendship with their AI that lives inside their phone? There are people out there, Sean and I watched a documentary about it, who are in full-on relationships with some form of AI. It's quite disturbing. So I think that that's a fair question. Are we going to see this be used as a defense in the future when people commit crimes? Is that going to be their scapegoat? AI told me to do it. I don't think that could be ruled out. I've heard crazier defenses be used. So I imagine that will be something that we see. We got to take our last commercial break, but y'all stay with us. We will be right back here to wrap things up on this Wednesday on the Lindsey Beckham Show. We'll be right back.
.1039 WYAB.
I'm speaking with Lee Bounds of Rapid Rate Mortgage. Why is Rita Jensen the type of real estate professional you are looking for?
As a mortgage professional, I look for making transactions easier, and Rita Jensen with Remax Connection is a prime example of that. Her attention to detail, her strong communication skills really help us as a mortgage company make everything smooth. From start contract to close, she helps me.
RitaJensen.net.
Looking for the ultimate reset for your body and skin? At Core Wellness and Recovery, you'll find next level services like cryotherapy, red light therapy, infrared sauna, body sculpting, and advanced facials. Whether you want to boost performance, recover faster, or just feel your best, Core Wellness and Recovery delivers real results with zero downtime. From muscle relief to radiant skin, this is self-care redefined. Come experience the future of wellness, Core Wellness and Recovery, just off Highland Colony in Ridgeland. Book now at corewellnessandrecovery.com.
Come see us at Planter Supply in Bentonia for precise fertilizer and seed recommendations from our experts Mike Bates and Walt Shepard. They have over 50 years of combined experience in the agronomic industry, and their knowledge and experience ensures your food plot will be the best that it can be. We carry a full line of summer, fall, and winter food plot seed and deliver it straight to your field in our fertilizer spreaders for your convenience. Come see us at Planter Supply in downtown Bentonia or give us a call at 662-755-8782.
I am Wayne Lloyd, Delta Farm Services, LLC. We do all types of dirt work, excavation, dozer work, land leveling. We do building pads, commercial ponds and lakes, residential ponds and lakes, anything with dirt work. You can reach me at 662-528-0826. 662-528-0826. Delta Farm Services, LLC.
Mississippi is back. That's right. The largest tattoo expo in the state returns to the fairgrounds at the Trademark Center September 12th through 14th. That's right. It's the third annual Kings and Queens of Ink Tattoo Expo. Join me, Clay Edwards, and my entire team as we'll be there all weekend for a celebration of tattoo culture like you've never seen before. Whether you're an artist, a collector, or simply a fan, this is an event you won't want to miss. It's the third annual Kings and Queens of Ink Tattoo Expo September 12th through 14th at the Trademarks.
Attention homeowners and business owners. Complete Exteriors is now Elite Roofing and Gutters. Are your roof and gutters storm ready? The folks at Elite are your local experts in storm protection. Now is the time for an inspection and for proactive solutions that ensure your roof and gutters can withstand any storm. Get up to a possible $250 rebate on a new roofing system for all active military, veterans, and retirees. Online at eliteroofer.com.
Tools, paint, mowers, equipment parts, service, and rentals are all under one roof at Hometown Hardware in Flora. Hometown Hardware has what you need and professional staff to steer you in the right direction. Hometown Hardware carries top brands like Hustler, Steel, and Milwaukee. Hometown Hardware even has a full lumber yard, paint matching, pool water testing, propane filling, key cutting, and much more. Hometown Hardware, Highway 49 in Flora.
We would like to invite you to visit our retirement community, which is not only beautiful, but affordable as well. I'm Rhonda Brown, director at the Waterford on Highland Colony in Ridgeland. Our team members are passionate about making our residents' life easier and more enjoyable. We have fun-filled educational and entertaining activities, plus daily exercise that will help with your stamina and balance. Call us at the Waterford on Highland Colony in Ridgeland, 601-856-6131.
We are back here for the last few minutes on the Lindsey Beckham Show. I haven't gotten a chance to talk about this yet since I had my friend Alex on with me Monday. And then, of course, yesterday was Tuesdays, Pour It Out Tuesdays with Morgan. But I did want to talk about, we have a new Miss America. There was this year's Miss America pageant was Sunday night. Congratulations to the former Miss New York who won the title of Miss America Sunday night. I was very impressed with her. And also, big congratulations to our very own Miss Mississippi, Analia Jolly, who, in my opinion, is just the epitome of grace and class. She is such a beautiful girl on the inside and out. And she's the first, well, she's one of the last Miss Mississippis that I've just really thought this girl's got it. I was so hoping that she would bring home the title. She did make the top 11, but what a role model she is to young girls. Grew up in was it Ukraine? I'll have to know. I've got the Ukraine in my head from the girl on the train. What country is she from? But anyway, she was adopted at 12 years old, moved to America at 12 years old, and took up ballet. Beautiful ballet dancer, so well spoken, and just has a great head on her shoulders. I'm working on getting her on the show. Hopefully she will be on sometime soon, but just wanted to say congratulations to her. She right from Rankin, right here in I believe Brandon. I know it's Rankin County. So congratulations to Analia. And that's about all the time we have for today. I will be back this afternoon producing for the one and only Radio Strongman, Kim Wade. He will be on from 4 to 6, and I will be sitting right here making sure that he stays on track. And you never know with him what's going to happen. So tune in. You don't want to miss that. And then I will see you back here tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye.